Winter in central Indiana can be a little crazy because we get all kinds of precipitation, from rain to freezing rain to sleet to snow, and all of that impacts driving. Before you even get out on the roads, though, we want to make sure that you have a winter weather safety kit for your car, and here are a couple of ideas. Battery booster cables, so you have a way to restart the battery if it would die. A scraper, an ice scraper, and maybe even a portable small snow shovel, just in case you get stuck in a snowdrift and you need to dig yourself out. A cell phone charger and a basic first aid kit must for this winter safety kit for your car. If you're taking a longer road trip, you might want to include water and snacks and maybe a blanket and some dry clothes, just in case you have to wait a while, especially if you get really stuck in some big snow. In terms of precipitation, we get everything from rain to freezing rain to sleet to snow, and really you need to adjust your driving based on what kind of road conditions you're dealing with. So if we just have rain and the road conditions are wet, make sure the headlights are on. Avoid cruise control, which I always forget to do that one, but that's a good idea as well. Slow down to avoid hydroplaning. Make sure you don't slam on the brakes if you do start to hydroplane or skid, and make sure you keep a safe distance from the car in front of you. It gets even more tricky if we start to see those conditions change from wet to icy, and that can happen really in a matter of minutes. So knowing what you're dealing with on the roads before you go is a great idea, and you can do that by downloading the Live Doppler 13 weather app to your phone so you know what to expect on your trip. Once the road conditions become icy, especially with freezing rain, this is my least favorite kind of weather because I think it's almost impossible to drive on ice. You're going to want to reduce your speed, avoid driving at all if possible, and that would be me because it is almost impossible if the road is a sheet of ice. Avoid sudden stops, and if you're sliding, you want to make sure you turn your wheel in the same direction as your slide. Avoid hills or steep inclines. Now that's for freezing rain. It's going to be pretty similar if we see some sleet. You're going to want to reduce your speed, avoid driving if possible, avoid sudden stops, and again, if you are sliding, you want to make sure you turn your wheel in the direction of the slide. Snow can be tricky too. Even if it's not a lot of snow, sometimes in central Indiana we get this thin coating of snow that almost turns to a layer of ice, and that can happen pretty quickly for us. So again, same rules apply. Reduce your speed, accelerate and decelerate slowly, especially if you're dealing with a lot of snow. Avoid locking up the brakes, don't power up hills, and don't stop when you're going up a hill. All good things to keep in mind as we navigate winter travel in central Indiana.